Oh, hello, everyone. How are all of you? Hopefully, you're all doing well. Sorry, I need to turn my bottle back on because I was experimenting with some things, but we're making progress on things. So, how do y'all go and shoot to loot? We can feed you into that. What is that? Hatchling and rapid hit. You could be good in comparison with Headseeker and Demolitionist. We might try that here at some point. But yes. Hello, everyone. How are all of you? Hopefully, you're all doing well. We're going to be doing some more painful Destiny 2 Edge of Fate Legendary.
I think we can get through here now.
Going to Golden Age Lab?
The signal's getting stronger, and it looks like I was wrong before. The dampening broadcast isn't emitting from one point, it's three. Wait, there's something else. There's an old colonial research terminal still running from when the Ionians landed here. I didn't notice it until we were close, but it looks like the Vex are trying to access it.
Interesting. Let's kill two birds with one stone. Bring down the dampening broadcast, and in the chaos, we'll crush their incursion into the old colony systems.
Your plan is cracked knuckles. I like it. glad we're taking the direct route. Without you, Guardian, my steps would be mouse squeaks in the floorboard. I've always been more gauntlets and thunder.
We don't have time to be anything but gate crashers. It's the Guardian's forte anyway. If you're looking for quiet, Orin, come back to the city with us when this is over. Rebuild your life in your own hands.
The city sounds like bitter medicine. We'll see.
Hmm. Ah, there we go.
Oh, my head is buzzing.
That is not a tower. The broadcasts are coming from those giant minotaurs. Stay low, Guardian.
No way through there.
Look, another concentration of dark matter. Might help keep us out of harm's way. I'm detecting shield projectors nearby, but it's protected by a security lens. One step at a time, Guardian.
Okay, we're in a tough spot.
This should help us get to the security lens.
Check their shields. The interference is dying down.
Let the Pine Lance splinter, Guardian! Charge! The Vex mind curdles, and the dampening field weakens.
Orin, contact the 9. Punch through that Vex interference.
vision of you, Guardian. A timely message. A globe spins below you, the planets above. An event vent into the encoded horizon.
Ah! Suck it!
I see it. You.
Drink down that
The
void.
message as a weapon. The weapon is the message. Fate forged. 9 hammer strikes ring. Scattered sparks. Cupped in hands. A weapon. Quenched in slick oil. I see the outline of sharp leaden frost. All that surrounds it is fluid and easily cut away. No volition in given roles. Smoke. It's gone. Damn. Damn! I could almost see it!
You did great, Orin. Guardian. Seems like the Nine have their eyes on you, too.
Establishing uplink. Wait. These are detailed records of the collapse.
They catalogue the Nine's presence as much as the collapse. The Vex study seeds planted in the past, too. Understand how the Nine wove plots around the paracausal.
This data is a playbook for emulating the Nine. Orin, do they know we would stop the Vex here?
Of course. They know that we'd need to move the Vex aside to reach the singularity. 3. Agency is a quantum indeterminate. Known hope. I remember they spoke like that.
I'm glad your head's clearing up. I quantum indeterminate that soon you'll be able to make more sense of this than I can.
Only the quarantine is between us and our answers. I can hear victory screaming like fire.
Whew. That was a little hairier than what I was wanting or expecting.
Lodi. The Guardian found an archive of analytical data the Ionians had recorded during the collapse. I think you deserve to see it.
Really? Yes, right. That's incredible. Anything, and I mean anything that fills in the gaps between then and now would be mighty appreciated.
I think we're dealing with the inner orbits. Dangling an answer from a string is as clear as they get. Sun through Mars. The Nine are tethered by sentience and Sol's celestial bodies. They have a lot of time to bicker. The inner want to talk, the outer less so. It's an impasse.
So we're just swept up in the tides of a grand cosmic plan?
No. Placed. With intention. I, to mentor the new emissary. Drift has been used for years. The Guardian, something yet to be. And you, Ikora, arranged to hear the message you were promised.
I don't plan on being a sacrificial lamb for the Nine. Our destiny isn't up to some unknowable architect. It's ours.
scans are picking up a lot of moving radiolaria beneath the surface. Are they trying to assimilate Kepler?
I want to help, but I need to know who you are first.
Child of 3, who swam in their lakes, sweat on their plains, you have always known me.
The sun?
When we woke, we were tied to the planets within the sapient
So this confirms my
system.
theory from last night.
We are bound to our gravity wells. The inner 9 understand this arrangement, but the outer 9 see the subtext. Matter is prison, and so we are divided into factions.
Guardian, that machine looks like another time-lost invitation. Similar to the one that empowered you before.
If the 9 want to give you power, who are we to refuse?
Now that's something. I can see you now. When you're all spherical like that, it's almost like a star in the sky. We're connected through a chain of dark matter. It's it's in everything.
If it's a chain linking to your enemies, use it to pull them apart.
A little violent, but if the situation calls for it.
Okay. Well. Fuck me. Okay, so it can't go that way. Good to know. Good to know. Got spit out all the way back over there. Not an ideal position to be spit out. Oh.
That Vex mine was controlling the flow of radiolaria. Without it, their assimilation of Kepler will stall.
I know Maya Sundarash and her schism. This shield was echinacea, an anti-paracausal shell. It is a spark of the Nine, derived from their power. I recognize its shallow anxiety. Kepler harbors their influence.
You aren't suggesting they're helping each other? The Conductor and the Nine?
No. This place has always been touched by the Nine. The Vex exploit it somehow. I can put this together, Ikora. I promise.
In order to get back out, I gotta use this.
I thought most Vex malfunctioned when they were exposed to dark matter. But that new shielding incorporated it.
The Nine don't dabble in coincidence, and everything here is lining up too well. If the Vex are stealing power, the Nine are at least allowing it.
I'd rather not think of the implications of that.
You've lived too long to carbonate in guesses. This time was planned, but not for the Vex. I remember that much.
Okay, so it looks like we got 4 missions left in total. This being one of them. We can do this. We got this. Maybe not tonight, but we got this.
You got me, 3. I'm paying attention now. I hate these even more. Focus, Ray. Here and now. You're entering the Vex exclusion zone, Guardian. Find how they're co-opting the Nine's power and put a stop to it.
Deep scans are picking up dark matter and deep mantle drilling. This place looks like a quarry geared towards mining out the anomaly's power.
So they're using 3 on the other side to strengthen their shields? We can't remove all the dark matter, but we can neutralize the threat long enough to push deeper into the canyons. I want this refinery in flames, Guardian. Orin, how does dark matter relate to the Nine? My understanding is it's non-reflective and has odd qualities, but is still natural.
The Nine are, in simple terms, made of dark matter. It tangles with enough mass, like they do.
So the Vex are tapping dark matter from the anomaly, and that matter is tangled with the Nine's power? That must be what the Vex are keeping contained. Some live wire that lets them tap into whatever the Nine were doing and reprogram it.
carrying a lot of energy. Probably enough to shatter that conflux pylon. That should lower the barrier and let us out.
You are here. This is where they refine their power.
Wait, I'm picking up Elixir signatures. The House of Exile just ignited a glimmer drill.
One enemy force stealing the Nine's power is enough. Shut down their operation. Then we deal with the Vex.
That's the last of the exiles. Now for the Vex. Guardian, you're looking for a series of conversion engines tied to conflux pylons.
Like I said, Guardian. Leave it in flames.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's the last converter. Refiner. Whatever. The Vex can't convert any more dark matter. Wait. Vex mind incoming!
The Overseer, who holds Hourglass Sands.
I bet they break just the same.
The Titan in me is blushing.
Got a point there? Clear ourselves an operating area.
It's shielded. Our weapons won't work.
You'll need the Nine's power to punch through.
Why would the Vex need the Nine for shielding? I've seen a Minotaur phase through time to dodge an attack.
Against something paracausal, that phasing is a coin flip. The fourth dimension doesn't have that hindrance.
Knowing the Nine can subvert our agency is bad enough. But you're saying they can predict futures the Vex can't?
The Vex find a future that suits them. The Nine engineer one through. Intermediaries and pressure.
Surely they follow some rules.
Ikora, I know what it feels like to have your autonomy brushed aside. That woman is dead, and Lodi worked hard to protect her memory. But in the eyes of the Nine, you exist simultaneously. A constant.
Stop, Orin. These borders matter. I know who I am. Maya's Vex co-opting Nine energy is a bad sign. Even if you don't think they're working together.
I remember her, but her transformation is a blind spot. What happened that turned her into the conductor?
A fragment of paracausal power touched down on Nessus, and one of her simulations rose out of the VexNet and claimed it. Originally, she was looking for her wife, Chioma, but the Vex she co-opted began to change, to individualize.
She will not find her wife here, but she will find a being who knows.
No way through there. So still can't go get this. But we can go do this.
Guardian, I've got confirmed intel. The Vex mine maintaining the quarantine has the last strangelet we need to reach 3.
My final tethers to the Nine are snapping.
That's strange. Some of the radiolaria in the Vex down here is reading as being from, well, not our timeline. They're trying to wall off our path. We'll have to push through some familiar territory to reach the mine maintaining the dampening field.
If the Guardian dismantles it, we'll have enough Strangelet capsules to safely reach the Singularity.
And 3's on the other side with our message. One step closer to an answer. One last leap of faith. If Maya can already manipulate time, why all this friction?
Unlike the Nine, they're bound by their dimension. Chronal flow applies to all. Time moves forward, never backward. I want answers too, Ikora. We're simultaneous.
Okay.
Looks like we're about to hit resistance. Get ready.
Resistance. You have reached an end, little ghost. Seeking to avert a catastrophe after the fact. wear yourself down from battle before it ever cuts deep enough to draw blood. But you will try.
It's an ambush, Guardian. Take cover. They're trying to lock us in. Clear a path and let's look for a way to disable those barriers.
I thought this message was for me, Guardian, not you.
The Nine keep stringing us along. Do they always get the future they determine?
Time is chord notation, the known possible scale of everything. But if the tone is set, why scheme against fate? Still, the Nine try, don't they?
Chords have variance to a degree. Tiny alterations in a range.
You're catching on. The Titan in me misses helping people. The city might do me some good.
I'm glad to hear you consider it. You could help us retake Seoul. Start small. Maybe Chicago. Heavy Vex presence ahead. They're trading fire with an exile raiding party.
But thankfully, no giant minotaurs this time.
The Archon must be using us as a distraction to breach the Vex quarantine.
Too bad they crossed paths with you, Guardian.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not safe there. Ow! Fuck.
Guardian, destroying that brig deactivated a nearby exile signal. I think they had sealed off one of these buildings.
This. A door in waiting. A bridge across space.
You know, there's remnants of Elixir technological signatures in the assimilated architecture here. The house must have been right on top of the anomaly before the Vex pushed them out.
The Archon's been trying to get back in ever since. It makes me think they'll make a push once we bring down the dampening field.
We'll need to be ready. But right now, we kill the noise. Kill the noise and hear our answers. There's static. A hook? I haven't felt this since I was emissary. One of the 9 want to speak.
Twitter. Is that you, Buttercup? Release me from those filthy, fleshy hands.
No. My hand resigned a broken contract.
Orin, what's happening?
An unthinkable glimpse. An order. Drawing pinpoint aversion.
No, too cryptic, Quitter. You want to know how we saved you? Your big ball never tell you that. You are flimsy. For me to stay and burn a while, I'll need the one with the fetching fermions.
Ugh! Gunsmoke, stop! Speak to me, not through me. It's my will. Mine.
Quitting didn't take fully?
It did. It's me, I'm me. Those tethers I mentioned still stick to my skin.
It's a pretty fair request to go speak to me and not through me.
If Maya really thought she was inevitable, she wouldn't be trying to stop us. Push through.
Eat my shovel.
Everything's being scrambled by a Vex disruption signal. Follow the cabling and we should find the source. These old human colonial outposts have been here for a long time. I wonder what they were researching before they captured this.
You never tire of learning the same lessons. Your response is not necessary. This is not a conversation. You're only meant to listen. How readily you obey fate. A leader without agency. A discarded puppet wrapped in her wires. And the weapon. Guardian, the Nine flatter you and themselves. But my enemies do not threaten me, because I do not allow it. I command their passivity. They cannot raise their weapons. You will hang useless, like them. Why would I leave you any time for intervention? You were always too late. I will have always already enacted my plan. So break what you must. Throw your little tantrums.
I will drag the past to us if I must. That's her plan, isn't it? She knows the Nine can do things the Vex can't.
Precipitous moments. Her tone will change soon.
Yes, it will.
I feel Nine crowding the corners of my cortex. Don't let them in. They'll burn through any non-emissary.
There it is, Guardian. That Vex mine has the capsule we need. I don't care what Maya says. We're on her doorstep and she feels it.
I've had enough of this wall in my brain. I'm looking forward to seeing it crumble.
The mine's defenses are linked to a series of shielded confluxes. I bet we can take it out with this.
Fuck! Okay. I think that was a solid idea. Needed a bit of work. I also think we need to rethink what we're utilizing here.
I feel 9 crowding the corners of my cortex. Don't let them in. They'll burn through any non-emissary.
There it is, Guardian. That Vex mine has the capsule we need. I don't care what Maya says. We're on her doorstep and she feels it.
I've had enough of this wall in my brain. I'm looking forward to seeing it crumble.
The mine's defenses are linked to a series of shielded confluxes. I bet we can take it out with this.
Son of a bitch. I fought on their terms, not mine. This is going to be one that's going to take me a few moments.
I feel 9 crowding the corners of my cortex. Don't let them in. They'll burn through any non-emissary.
There it is, Guardian. That Vex mine has the capsule we need. I don't care what Maya says. We're on her doorstep and she feels it.
I've had enough of this wall in my brain. I'm looking forward to seeing it crumble.
The mine's defenses are linked to a series of shielded confluxes. I bet we can take it out with this.
You're gonna be a pain in my ass this entire time, aren't you? We'll just take it nice and slow. Nice and slow. Thank God for anti-barrier scout and pulse rifles. Fuck! Hell! I almost had it.
mine crowding the corners of my cortex. Don't let them in. They'll burn through any non-emissary.
There it is, Guardian. That Vex mine has the capsule we need. I don't care what Maya says. We're on her doorstep and she feels it.
I've had enough of this wall in my brain. I'm looking forward to seeing it crumble.
The mine's defenses are linked to a series of shielded confluxes. I bet we can take it out with this.
I remember there being some heavy ammo back here, but apparently there's not. Oh no, there it is. I don't have a choice but to go over there. Fucking hell! I wasn't. Mm, whew, this one's not easy.
I feel 9 crowding the corners of my cortex. Don't let them in. They'll burn through any non-emissary.
There it is, Guardian. That Vex mine has the capsule we need. I don't care what Maya says. We're on her doorstep and she feels it.
I've had enough of this wall in my brain. I'm looking forward to seeing it crumble.
The mine's defenses are linked to a series of shielded confluxes. I bet we can take it out with this.
So this actually may have been a dumb idea. Okay, we're just going to sit here for a few moments. There's not much it can really do to me at the moment, so let our super recharge. That we can best be prepared for what's coming.
That's it, Guardian. Bring them down.
Hide from me all you want.
That should be the final Strangelet capsule. We did it. The quarantine field is failing.
Ooh, that feels good. Finishing that mission feels good.
We just detected a shockwave from the singularity.
My connection is still tethered. Ikora, I'm letting 9 in. Talk to me to talk to them.
We have questions.
Commander, answers later. Bask. Perihelion around my maypole. But I do have a message for the weapon to be. Guardian, we knew salt water would evaporate. Missiles aping at solar flares would collide. Humanity was destined to burn. Free and I, well, we looked at the valley of unknown space. We saw our nature would nurture the conditions for uppercase light. Your resurrection was enabled by our hand for this purpose. Your action will end the looming horizon. For this, you were positioned, set into orbit. This and Three's message to come. Always loved warming your armor, Sunshine.
well is dry. I have no more answers. I'm sorry.
Wait, so the Nine are saying they planned for me to raise the Guardian?
We are not pawns. We determine our choices, not them. Let's get to the Altar of Relativity and get answers from 3 ourselves.
My will is my own. It's as frightening as it is freeing. Don't misunderstand me. I didn't choose to be a light bearer. I did choose to be an emissary. And I chose to leave. I don't miss either life. I choose to bear truth. To share fragments I've stowed away from beyond the borders of known space. The knowledge I keep will save others. But first, there is a piece of myself that I left buried to grow in old soil. My ghost, Gaul. We planted violet petals from the Golden Age. My hands, their shell. After we leave here, that's where I'll go. One brief respite until fate calls us back to right the impossible.
Everyone, we have the last Strangelet capsule. Guardian, we need to take this to the Altar of Relativity and get that door open.
This is it. I'm finally gonna learn why I'm here. Big moment. For all of you too, I'm sure.
Yeah. Round of congrats to everyone. But we're not out of the doghouse yet.
Drifter's right. I'm sure the Archon will be on the move soon now that the quarantine is down. And when he does...
Quiet. Yes, you have reached your goal and torn down my collective's quarantine. This is marginally impressive, but not beyond expectations. You are free to enter and play out your adventure. As I have said, I concluded my business there long ago. All that is left is to see if the Guardians really do make their own fate. Or if you will let the Nine puppeteer your power to their whims. Remember that it is they who manipulated you. They who spent your lives so recklessly to save themselves. They who see you as something less. All I am doing is all I have ever done. Improving a broken system. You may remain shielded. Or be drawn into a losing battle. Goodbye, Guardian.
Guardian, drop everything you're doing. The reactor for the Academy is experiencing criticality. If we don't hold Meltdown, it'll bury not just the Ionians, but trigger the Singularity's expansion. It's all at risk. Guardian, lead us in.
So some of these side quests done. Oops.
Another one of those time field fluctuations. Were those Vex cleaning the time field up? I wonder what they were trying to hide. Let's get a scan and see what Ophiuchus and Ikora think.
Those guys are never fun to deal with.
Ghost, Guardian. We took a look at what you sent over, and I think it's incomplete. But it's the next thread I needed. Looks like a Vex cover-up. They were scrubbing information before you arrived, but there's more to be found. Ophiuchus is mapping a scatter plot of signatures that resemble Ghost's scan. You take half, I'll take the other half. We'll see if they turn up a clearer picture.
Ikora, Guardian. Drifter and I had something to show you, to better varnish your understanding. Kepler is part of the Oort Cloud, a sea cliff of Sol jutting over the abyss of space. If you want to understand what summoned you, you need to understand dark matter. Find a pool of radiolaria. Drifter will explain first.
I familiarized myself with the most recent studies from the tower. Dark matter is well documented.
Sure. In papers.
Peer-reviewed data is our strongest place of knowledge. Though I imagine, Orin, you have a different angle on the subject.
I've had my eyes on some of these Vex going haywire, and seems like the dark matter of this place is souring the milk, so to say. Once the stuff gets near Vex milk, the Vex become disconnected from the collective, and then go nuts before they slowly die off.
The Vex Vex becoming disconnected due to dark matter influence implies some part of their biology is aware of its presence.
It is, even when limited to 3 dimensions.
Forgive me for only considering 3.
We are dealing with 2 separate problems connected by the 9. Dark matter, which is what they are, and time, which is what they shift. Dark matter can usually only be experienced, not observed. Think of wind, or scent. Invisible, but detectable. Shifts in time, though, are harder to sense. We are drawings on a piece of paper, and without us knowing, that paper is being folded into a crane. We can seek their hands all we want, but we can't fold the paper. It is easy to feel adrift, powerless.
Ikora, the Vex don't normally worry about their plans being discovered. Why cover something up now?
The attempt to conceal Maya's plans is precisely what worries me.
Time doesn't feel stable here to begin with. It must be easier for the Vex to manipulate it.
In small ways, yes. Though I believe they're more limited here overall. This place is governed by rules even the Vex can't bend. Quarantining the 9 and the singularity with it. Throwing themselves into dark matter. I think they're trying to build a resistance. Or fabricate one. Maybe they're close to an answer.
That's 2 down. Only 2 more signals to go.
Okay, let's go deeper in and talk with that Cora and I'd say it's at least a fair bet, depending on how many of these side quests we can get done, that we might finish up tomorrow night.
We're not alone. Conductor, thank you for joining us.
This is not a damning accusation, Ikora. I am not separating weeds from chaff. I am restoring an arid field to its pinnacle. All we have lost, you and I regained. Think on that. Or stand in the way of the proverbial plow if you must.
Your fingerprints are hard to ignore. Anyone in the way of restoring your new golden age ends up trampled, don't they?
There's something beyond the conductor's Vex manipulating the time-space around us. If the Vex didn't cause this, they were drawn to it. We've seen how they react to dark matter. Everything points to the Nine, but this place doesn't resemble the unknown space they've utilized in the past. From what I'm seeing, this mystery looks less like a cipher we're meant to decode and more like a panicked scrawl we're struggling to read. This is a crime scene. We're captured in the gravity of this too. But we still chose to come. Timelessness or not, we're here now. And we've changed set futures before.
Ikora's got a lot to look over here, and we've got one more time field to scan. Let's move, Guardian.
God damn it.
Guardian, someone's on the line.
Guardian, Ophiuchus has produced an interesting development from the data you sent us. There are particles here, caught in each disturbance, that are suspended as a sort of static image. The Vex don't normally work like this. They rewrite something immaculately, as if it had always been that way. But this is sloppy. Too sloppy for Maya Sundaresh and her collective. Whoever did this wasn't worried about covering their tracks. They intended to be followed, and the Vex are sweeping up behind them. I wonder... We've always suspected the Nine existed in a parallel dimension of sorts. We know they're involved in bringing us here. What if we're on the right track, but facing the wrong direction? It makes sense that the Vex would be hunting after a fourth-dimensional being that can slip across time like they can. Maybe the Nine can accomplish something the Vex can't. For now, that's our best theory.
Any others? No, no other side quests down there. None up there.
Guardian, there's a growth in the Ionian settlement that the plant life is responding to. This interaction is arresting.
Catlia Rex. Beautiful.
We'll have to send additional researchers for further study of the interaction between trans-dimensional matter and material flora.
Once I can wrangle my proprioception out of the sixth dimension and stop my skin from shifting squares on the periodic table, maybe I'll write you a paper on it.
No.
Dark matter doesn't explain the time-lost artifacts we've seen.
It does, in a way. The Nine exist outside of time. When one intervenes in our dimension, it can cause tears in space-time, pull things through. A hole punch in our paper crane.
You have a talent for explaining complex concepts. Have you thought about how you could share what you've learned?
No. I have not been able to cloud through what is next for me.
Knowledge decays if it is not shared, as the Ionians say. What do you miss most, Orin, now that you're not the emissary?
My media file collection. I put so much thought into curating it before all of this. I loved to magpie. Maybe I still do.
Lodi mentioned a collection of pressed music recordings he left behind. I bet he'd enjoy someone guiding him through a few hundred years of what he missed. The time-lost objects we've seen, all of them are obviously from the past. We haven't seen anything yet that appears to be from the future. Orin, can the Nine only pull objects forward in time?
Only forward, never backward. When I was emissary, I knew this truth as I knew my own pulse. The rule of chronal flow is the Nine's oldest, and their cruelest. The Nine on the other side of the altar is connected to the singularity, but they aren't one and the same. I don't see why they would seek to create a black hole, but their goals are different from ours. We have no sway over them.
Can you blame me for wanting to try?
Of course not. We've both been fortunate to learn about the world from the safety of the tower, and to learn about it from underneath our skin.
Then share that knowledge. There's a place and a future for you, Orin. Teach humanity what we cannot learn from study.
A future. I would like that. Guardian, I felt that. You found a piece of me, shed. A layer of past choice was molted here.
Orin, what? Was that you? What happened?
I clawed my way free of my own flesh, peeled back the time scale. It's not the only one, and it smells like memory. There is nothing more familiar than scent.
Orin, would finding more pieces help you?
There's a lash in my eye. Yes, I think it will help me.
Oops.
the first. Raw still. I remember those nerves and burning lightning. I did not wish to leave, but it had to be done.
What do you mean you didn't want to leave?
It started as sunrise.
You must have been determined to leave the Nine to endure this. What did they do to you?
Whatever was needed. But this one specific straw, so dry and petty. A murky knife in spine. But the wound still tingles. Enough to break my service with splitting suddenness. It was personal. Not a regret. A slight... I can taste it on the tip of my tongue.
Ah, there it is.
This is sterile. Embalming fluid and rubber. Chalk taste. Ugh. My intent to stay shed in dead anger. The Ionians test its petaled peels for a connection to their holy anomaly. They claim I was born here, from a corpse flower molt.
Is that all it takes to stop being an emissary? Damn, I have to murder a sucker to quit my job. It's good to have you out.
That wit of yours doesn't have as much anger behind it, but I don't need your pity by any name. I need focus.
Ah, there it is.
Mutual destruction. You don't need an emissary just for humanity. You need it between yourselves.
Your friend here? With the bad brain? She could not heal this division.
They are manipulating you. Trust my platinum, Lodi. They have already taken everything from you.
Irritant. It is still talking. New emissary. If it isn't too forward, you were made by fate for this task. Your telomeres are as melodic as 3 promised. Such handsome bosons. Symmetries that cut quantum strings. Rotations stopping temporal vibrations. Goodness me.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like I just did a big circle.
Exiles ahead.
They're picking over her corpse.
I need what they seek. Polluted ribbons and sinew lines to read. I don't mean to be cryptic. This one is mixed with dark matter. I left through a door that was always open. but I didn't leave to be Orin again. I thought I left to bring a message, but there's another reason.
My glimmer says the Nine let you leave knowing it'd fry your brain. What makes you think they want you delivering a message?
Your glimmer is worthless. That much I remember. And I know because I am here, so I am needed here.
Hey, Kiri. Yeah, it's been a while. How are you? Oh, nice. What kind of game you making? Ooh. I've seen such games being played, and I know friends who would absolutely love rhythm games, but I absolutely suck at them. Ooh, there's this, what I'm looking for. Like I said, I got friends that are really good at them and really enjoy them. I am not such a person. Okay, so in order, I gotta figure out how to open that door. Hmm.
Guardian, I have an incoming transmission. Patching it through.
I have the Ionian Dean here. She sends her greetings. I'll relay your messages to her and translate what I can of her response. Whatever is in there is dangerous, but precious to them. It's been out of reach.
How do I fix the it's out of reach part? Yeah. Nope, not enough. But that gives me a clue. Yep, that's basically what I'm thinking. I just got to figure out where they be. I wouldn't necessarily think they'd be too far away from where they're... But then again, they might be, but I wouldn't think they'd be too far away from there. Yeah, sometimes I hate Bungie and their puzzles. Sometimes. This is going to be one of those times. Grab that while I'm right there. How's been Testament training you? I've seen you on a couple times here and there. This might have some effect. Yeah, I'm not going to be on a whole lot longer, though, tonight. I do still have to work. So I was just trying to do some side quests real quick. But I mean, yeah, you're still more than welcome to join me here tonight. I'm probably going to be back on and try to actually finish the campaign tomorrow night. Ow. It's rare times when I'll say no, I'm not going to play a game with other people. I would much rather play a game with other people than not. Yeah, it was down here that I saw the... Yes, we did. I just sent you an invite.
This is centuries old. It looks Ionian. And by the scorches, it also looks dangerous.
The Dean speaking. Hold on.
It's
That
fine.
object is a time-sped transfer or mixer. Wait, I understand now. It's an engine of some kind.
Um, I have in-game voices turned off. You would probably have to come in back into my Discord. People tend to have bad habits of saying things in multiplayer games that they probably really shouldn't. Which is frustrating that people do such, but so 3/4 of the time if I'm playing a multiplayer game I'm streaming, it's like we generally just turn in-game voice chats off. Wait, it's back here. It's in here somewhere. Aha.
You live by my cause. Called forth the first protein, bestowed lowercase light. Now I beseech you for help.
9. In my time, an emissary was a diplomat. Someone who found common ground. Let me try to be that for you.
Do not offer yourself.
If I can do my part, then that is my responsibility. I know you're trying to help, Orin. But let me be helpful too.
Yeah, I actually got really confused because I remember seeing like you'd left my Discord server and was like, I hope I didn't do anything wrong, but it's like yeah, I'm sure there was a reason. Hey, Kiri.
Good evening.
I need to turn you up.
Also, I was also talking quietly for a minute.
No, that's fine. I turned you up that way I can hear you better. But welcome back to the channel.
Yeah. No, I think the only reason why I left it is because I was clearing out my Discord and I didn't realize I ended up leaving yours. My
It
bad.
happens. But like I said, welcome back. I haven't also played Destiny in a while, so I was like, I also kind of figured that that might have played a little bit of a factor into it. I kind of took the last season off, or last 2 seasons off.
That's fair. The last 2 seasons were pretty raw.
The last one didn't seem bad. It's just I just didn't have enough time.
That's off though, yeah.
It's like between trying to play all the various multiplayer games, like all my friends wanted to play.
Excuse me, Dean. If this energy engine is so dangerous,
I get it.
why make it? Just something I've been wondering while we were.
I mean, I guess I'm
carrying
kind of the
it.
same way with. I
She
took
says
a
at first
break
they
for
thought it
like
would
a
be
week or
catalyst
two
that would make
because
them able to
I
connect
wanted to
with the
focus
holy
on the
anomaly,
stuff
to make
that
them
I've
all
been working on. Plus,
timeless.
I needed the break
I'm.
to catch up with other stuff.
She makes it
Yeah.
sound like an engineered biological time loop. Functional
wife is
immortality.
Incredible. That would definitely make it easier to settle here and conduct research.
The city has sought powers we weren't sure we could handle before. There's something human about
Today
that.
was actually my
The
first
House of
day, like,
Exile
actually
never
back
forgave sealing
from
away
my
the engine.
break, a small
The
little break.
Archon convinced their people
Well,
it was necessary for their survival.
I unlike
It
normal,
sounds like it
I've
wasn't
been just
one
kind of
thing that
taking my
broke down
time with
between
the
Ionians and the house.
But this seems to be the first.
with this
The
expansion.
Archon used it as a wedge to drive
Yep.
their people
I've
apart
really
until
enjoyed-
the others failed. Sometime after,
It
Go ahead.
feels really long,
Exile sealed the way to the horizon
personally, but other
and
than
took
that,
up
it's
arms.
fun. I like the new stuff that they did with the game.
See, I was kind of worried because everyone I talked to said that the campaign was short, but it's just like, no, this feels like a lot longer, but a lot better than many of the expansions of this game.
At least it's better than Shadowkeep.
I would put it pretty much right up there with the Red War and Forsaken.
I can't really say anything about Forsaken because I never actually got to play Forsaken, which I'm very sad about.
I mean, Forsaken was a very predictable story. Because the entire thing is a revenge story. You know pretty much all the story beats that's going to happen right from the start. It was still good,
Yeah.
but predictable. Shadowkeep was very meh.
Because there was most of Shadowkeep was really just you doing side bounties.
Yeah. And then Lightbringer was interesting, but there were a lot of things wrong with it still. Shadowfall wasn't bad.
Lightfall.
Lightfall wasn't bad. Sorry, it's like between this and Final Fantasy XIV and their naming conventions for expansions, it's like,
They're
which
all
one's
mixing
which?
together into one
One last
mindset.
fragment into
Yes.
the whole. Oh. Oh.
So,
I can form the silhouettes of memories.
and then there's just the sheer level and amount of
hear
games I play in
outlines of
general. It's like,
overlapping events,
things
momentary
mixed
flashes.
together.
Like a downpour of beating rain. It's all out of order. These moments buck against the guide rail of chronology. But if I focus, there is one image. There. The image is clear. Of Gaul, my ghost. Zest and sunny sweetness. I don't know where this was. I just see them facing me. Maybe that's where I start. At the horizon. I'm sorry, Guardian. Give me time to bring this mess into order. As things clarify,
I've
I'll
spent
share them
so
with
much
you.
time this season on
And
my
thank
Titan.
you.
I haven't even finished the campaigns on my Warlock or my Hunter.
I think I've only done the last several campaigns on my hunter. Uh,
What in the hell does your ghost have to do with this?
I don't know,
although
but I
I
do
need to
remember
talk
it
to a couple
looking
of my
like you.
friends and
Yeah, the feeling's
see about
mutual.
getting them through
I'm an acquired taste.
certain story beats where they'd started doing a legendary campaign and then we got stuck and just never got around to finishing it.
I'm always down. If you ever see me online and you need help with anything, I'm always down to run anything.
Unfortunately, you were not on at the time, but
Vex incoming.
That got worthwhile. Even for a legendary.
we were doing Lightbringer, or yeah,
Nightfall?
Lightfall on legendary, and we're on the very last mission. And
Yeah, that one's annoying.
I unfortunately just didn't have enough oomph to carry through the campaign, through that final boss fight,
Yeah, that's fair.
which annoys me because like I did it myself solo,
Ghoul.
so not being able to
This is
carry my
pen,
friend
but
kind
an
of
idea
irritated me.
imprinted on the silica.
You ditched the 9 over a ghost? These little con artists are almost as bad as your last boss.
Though I would say part of it was
You tried
actually
to warn
on
me
them
about
and
the
their
9,
lack
and
of
you, Wu Ming.
ability to
Ghoul was
move about
kind
the arena.
and good.
Yeah.
Fresh bread. I told him to go to the city.
The
he died.
final boss is annoying on
He was
legendary,
killed when the
but
light was
it's
severed.
such a pushover on
It was
normal.
petty. They grabbed the nebula
Yeah,
with careless hands and ripped it from the sky just to free me
that
of my
that's
bonds.
that's also why it's like I usually just go straight into the legendary because like I will
They
just
knew I'd
blow
send Ghoul
through
home,
everything on
and
normal.
so they saw
So
our lights snuffed.
we'll just
Such
start out
effort.
on legendary and see
All
where it
for one
goes.
little ghost.
Yeah.
The rest to them is causation. Dismissible aftermath.
Well, see,
The
this
9 need
this
water.
campaign
They
itself,
divert a
it's not
river and
too
kill
bad on
everything
legendary.
downstream.
But once
You
you
know it.
actually start
I
doing
know it.
like the
I'm sorry they did
Fable
it to
or
you, too.
Mythic,
Not all of them.
it's so difficult. The power skill jumps so far.
Yeah. So last mission I did became a real pain. Quarantine. That was a pain in my ass. It was the first mission where I actually died several times on the final boss. And it was just so frustrating how I did so.
Ooh, that has good super stats.
I also need to figure out how all the new stats and what I need to
Guardian,
how I need to build
listen.
now
I've
for
been
Hunter.
churning around why we're all here.
It mostly depends.
Our
It probably
roles.
depends on like
You
what
and
you're
Ikora,
mainly
like
using it for
spice.
your build.
Draw a line of warmth forward. But Lodi,
Like for me, I'm going
he
for
speaks
super
and fog
because it
leaves his
causes
mouth.
my golden gun to do more
Focus.
damage and also recharges.
Whatever promise was given to Lodi was a half
Well,
truth.
I'm mostly
preying on
a
vulnerability.
stealth hunter,
It
so
calls for direction through red static. I doubt he even knows where his line leads or what the 9 would do to him.
although
He can't.
a friend of mine told me about a
He
fun
can't
way to
understand what we've
utilize the
It's
third
an impossible
iteration
concept,
and
but Maybe
yeah.
if he did understand.
What
he'd
is it?
offer less
Third
damage.
iteration,
Maybe
the
he'd be less
last
cagey with us.
Thursday, and
I have an idea,
Gear
but
Falcons.
I'll need your firepower. Let's remove Lodi's blindfold. Hopefully, it'll be clarifying for us both.
There is a truth buried in Lodi. I brushed it away like sand. When it stands, a tower
Oh, I'm so
above him,
jealous with your helmet.
the choice is no longer a singular one, but fractal. You'll take this little mirage and make
what about it?
reality with density
I want
and
that
silica,
helmet.
and your light.
That's
Gather
when
it.
I'm pretty sure it's probably going to end up getting sold in the brightness shop soon, because I believe that is with the. Is it with the? Yeah, that's part of the. Isn't that the Fortnite helmet?
I don't think so.
Let me double check. I don't want to look dumb. Universal ornaments. Yeah, it's part of the Fortnite armor set for the hunter.
Okay.
And it's probably going to be getting sold, because the class item for it is inside the Bright Death shop right now. I might be able to get it. I've been working on getting the
Through
ice
electrostatic
armor,
fog, we will ask him.
Isn't that a little forward?
Linearity appeals to me right now.
So much of this is just me trying to cheese everything, and
In a lot of the missions where you had to do certain things to open the barriers, I just used consecration and it slammed
Hello? Is this?
and the consecration
am I
wave went
coming through
through
all
the
right?
barrier, so I didn't have
Lodi,
to do
hello.
certain mechanics.
Orin and I have a question for you.
Do you taste the iron as they impart their charge? Is the flavor oxidized or smooth?
You taste iron too? Oh, no, oxidized, certainly. I've been noting the changes in alkaline flavor by hour. You absolutely need to tell me more about that.
It is an after effect of your possession. Their voice leaves a taste in your throat.
well, it's just like so much of it is just like I find a ledge that protects me from everything, and just slowly work my way through.
Are you going to tell us why you are here? The choice must be yours, as it was mine.
My organization received a signal and picked up. No one made a deal with anyone.
Not yet. They know a man only swallows thorns when he's starved.
I get it. Under all that, you take me as some poor rube, hoodwinked and knuckled under authority. You're wrong about me. Now, I get the feeling you're speaking from experience, and you think you know what you think you know. With all due respect, I ain't you.
Don't take it personally.
I know Orin is abrasive sometimes, but please, she's trying to help, and we're almost ready.
I forwarded your ghost a frequency. Set a beacon. Coordinates to follow.
But I felt a power there, too? If what you're showing me brings me any closer to that connection, well, I have to know more. Lay it on me.
I placed a version of myself behind a window to hide my reflection.
What in the almighty heavens is this?
This is what I wanted to show you. A vessel, an avatar of power who was and is Orin.
You're saying the people you used to work for, they'd do this to me if I let them?
They will offer control over physics, motion through time, power without limit, to magnify you past what this body can muster.
What makes you walk away from that kind of gift?
It's not a gift. It's a trade. The strength you gain and the reasons you use it won't be yours, and you won't care. Your will for power.
But you're you again. You left. You can leave. So why show me this?
This is a kindness, because you should know what you're getting into if the Nine are involved. Accepting anything from them is the quickest way to make sure you won't go home. And I don't know how I left. It may not always be possible.
You're saying I might have to turn this down too. Your trade took everything from you, Orin. But they already took everything from me. I see it though. What you're saying. I see it 200 feet tall staring me down. My God.
Guardian, you have one new call.
I do kind of like these incoming call things, except for when there's a bunch of enemies around me.
You can always just put it
Smell it on him.
put it
Feel
away.
it in his eyes. Stop. 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 I remember the Nine seek your most vulnerable moment, to give yourself freely. They understand when to ask, and when you'll accept. Do you call that a choice? The Nine don't make the rules, they are the rules. As far as they're concerned, volition does not exist. But I know better. It will hurt, but we should tell Lodi. Give him a clearer choice. An emissary is unlike a light bearer. The power doesn't belong to you. Not a gift, like the Traveler's Light. Nor does it exist within, like the darkness. An emissary is an expression of the Nine's will. You wield only what they give you, and only to the end of their wishes.
Yeah, but I do kind of like just actually seeing their little hologram as they talk, so.
But what the Nine might do through him.
Because, I mean, it's not like your guardian actually talks.
From timeless blue and violet plasmatic condensation.
He does, but very rarely.
Which of the Nine?
I think in total we may have said like 50 words throughout the entire series. Which is less than John Wick has said in a single one of his movies. I don't know where this is wanting me to go, but...
I've been having so much fun with this hunter build.
Hunter's the only class that I've been able to find fun in this game. But that's mainly because I don't like the jumps on anything else.
Well, which makes sense because the double jump slash triple jump has been the default movement mechanic instead of most games with that type of movement.
Well, even then, it's kind of like
More natural.
well, more natural, and I mean the Titan and Warlock jumps are just so floaty. And that the floatiness of it's really kind of what irritates me. Although I did find one game that did the floatiness pretty well. And hoping I'll get to play a little bit more of it here soon, but it's the game that's probably going to be shut down not too long from now.
Oh, what game?
Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt.
Oh my god, yes!
I just got to play it.
I don't think they're shutting it down. They're just sunsetting it. They're just not going to update it anymore.
Well, I think it's already in that stage because I was looking at it and it hadn't received an update in like a year and a half.
Yeah, no, it's already in that stage. But they already said, I used to be a big fan of that game. I was inside of their community stuff for a while. And they already said that they're not going to shut down the servers. They're just going to sunset the game. Unless that their thoughts on it changed.
I figure that they'll shut down the game eventually, just because there just won't be enough people to even be willing to maintain just that much of keeping them up sunset.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can also say the same thing for every other game that
exists. It's just a matter of how long are they going to keep it up.
Yeah.
But after finally getting to try it this past weekend, and absolutely loving the game.
It's just such a shame that they stopped updating the game.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. But
I'm pretty sure if they kept up with updates, they probably could have saved the game.
I feel like the only way they could have really saved that game is if they could have put in like more game modes into there.
Yeah.
And not lock team deathmatch to 3 players if for team.
I did notice that the game is definitely not newbie friendly.
Oh, I found it to be incredibly newbie friendly.
For me, whenever I went to play the game, when I was first starting, I instantly was starting to go against people that were in like very high level.
So it's inescapable.
I mean, I guess that's also because I started playing it when
has
the game
been
was
set on
already
the path to become an
starting
emissary.
to die.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm
responsible for putting that.
I am actually in fear that if I go back to trying to log into it, that I got banned.
Sting and tingling numb.
My scores in every match that we played, both Team Deathmatch and the Battle Royale, were so ridiculous that it's like, okay, level 1 person comes in, owns everyone.
The 9 are terrible communicators. They don't understand us anymore.
I mean, I doubt that they're really paying that much of attention to it right now, but it's still possible.
Well, it's like, we did like 4 or 5 Team Deathmatch. matches,
No will beyond that.
and my lowest score was
Now
like
I know.
14
He will
or no
be corrected.
13, which was still higher
This
than the
weekend.
entire other team combined.
Damn.
And with my highest being 20 and still being higher than the entire other team. So that's why it's like, I'm kind of worried that I'll get.
I doubt you'll get banned.
I'd certainly hope so, because I mean they do have the easy anti-cheat to try and prevent that. But it's just one of those things of you never know.
I mean, there's always that possibility, but I highly doubt you will.
Or if I just get accused of smurfing and get banned for that, since that seems to be a thing that a lot of places are going against here nowadays. Which I get and understand. I know I always hate it when it's like I get placed against someone who's smurfing in like Valorant or Overwatch or anything else, so
Especially in Overwatch competitive.
I haven't played Overwatch in so long.
I need to get back on it soon because I have the battle pass and I haven't even gotten close to finishing it.
I played
And
a little
saw the
bit.
trailer.
I played a little bit when it released as Overwatch 2, but for the most part,
for me, I just can't leave it. I've loved the game ever since Overwatch 1, and I just can't leave it like that.
oh, I really enjoyed Overwatch 1, and I still kind of enjoyed Overwatch 2. It's just, again, one of those things that it's like, I don't really have enough time to devote to Overwatch 2.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it didn't bring in the content I was wanting it to do.
What were you hoping for with it?
Them to actually bring in that PvE content they'd talked about.
They kinda did, but it's not the same as they promised.
Yeah, that's kind of what I read, and as such was kind of like, okay.
Not to mention that they released the missions, but they haven't even done anything new with it.
Do not self-immolate.
If I set myself on fire, then no one else has to.
Lodi, no.
Cannon, quitter! Emissary, it must be you. There is no other candidate.
And they're using scrapped content from the missions for their new PvP game mode called Stadium.
You know all too well. Even gods sometimes need a little killing. See you, Sunrise.
No, actually, that might be a pretty good hand cannon. Okay. Unfortunately, I need to call it a night. Are you streaming right now, Kiri?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I was gonna say if you were, I'd throw a raid your way, but
I haven't actively streamed in a while, mostly because I don't have the equipment to do so right now. I don't have access to my Xbox anymore.
that's fair. Well, thank you for coming in, chatting with me for a little bit, and playing a little bit of Destiny 2. Stay tuned. Because also we do play a lot of multiplayer games and anytime there's an open spot, like with Repo, Blood Hunt, this, whatever, feel free. Let me know that you're interested, and I'll get you in.
Get you guys up.
So, but again, welcome back. Everyone, have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow, probably finishing up this.